ABC News. This is World News Now.
On this September 11th, many Americans, and perhaps you're one of them, will assess what it truly means to be an American. It was 2 years ago today our country was under attack and, of course, forever changed. Over the last 2 years, an original copy of the Declaration of Independence, owned by producer Norman Lear, has been carried from city to city. And on this anniversary, it is no coincidence that the treasured document is here in New York City. Over the next year, a group of poets will travel with the exhibit, and as part of ABC News' day-long look at 9/11, two of the poets, Steve Connell and Sekou the Misfit, are here this morning to share with us their own extraordinary tribute to 9/11. And gentlemen, we appreciate you coming in this early in the morning.
Appreciate you having us.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. I'm supposed to hit you with the hotness. Straight off the bat and lethal, every word.
I'm supposed to amaze you with rhetoric and good sense, humor and elocution skills. It's my job.
Tongue dazzler. Lip specialist.
Mighty mouth. You see, I string together words that far surpass those of mere mortals, so this should be no problem.
Except
Except.
the assignment was voting.
And registration.
And participation.
And a bunch of civic responsibility crap.
And, I don't know that I give a damn.
I really don't.
All right, to me, voting is like, breathing. You could choose to not breathe.
But you're gonna have some problems.
You're gonna die. And if Americans choose to not vote, then America will die. But I refuse to write a poem to tell you to breathe. Poetry. It means too much to me. It always has.
Always. I mean, it seized me by the throat when I was young and showed me its secret.
That poetry is the proof that there is one spirit broke in 6 billion plus parts.
And to this day, it is not let go.
And it's talking at me, loud from behind my back, screaming at me.
From within the music of life itself,
I hear poetry in everything. In the muffled moans of lovers that pass between thin apartment walls.
In the family traditions that are passed down to us by our elders.
And in the playful notes passed between giggling students, it is there. But we're too busy.
Too busy to listen to the voices that call to us from the books.
Magazines.
Healthcare.
Internet.
And the poetry interrupts my favorite commercial.
With reports about
healthcare.
Security.
Education.
The environment. Click. But we just want to watch TV. On which CNN reports.
The government of the people, for the people, and by the people has just made drastic changes that affect the people.
The people were unavailable for comment.
We are contradiction.
61% of eligible voters did not vote.
Well, that's not a poem.
That's a fact.
Hey, but we don't do math. What are you doing?
Look, I'm not a mathematician, thank you very much, but 61%?
No, I understand it's a big number, but we write the poetry here,
Look, they saying in democracy the majority rules.
All right.
Can I do this? Okay, so if only 39% of the people have voted, then whose majority is ruling? All right? Women make up 50% of the country.
Blacks and Latinos, about 48%.
Young people between the ages of 18 and 30 make up 44% of the country, all of which is more than 39%. So, if we all voted,
imagine it,
we would have our first woman president, Cameron Diaz.
And I'm sure her vice president, probably Mr. Morgan Freeman.
There you go. And together they would reduce joblessness, improve living conditions in the inner city.
Yeah, but keep it real for the youth. Come on.
A new verse of the Star Spangled Banner would be written by
Jay-Z
and Smash Mouth.
And of course, all ladies free get into the White House before 10 p.m.
There you go. It can happen. See, if you declare yourself to the country, then the country must declare itself back to you. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
I can tell you facts.
Yeah, but see, you've heard the facts. You don't care. See, we want to write a poem that makes you care.
That's our job.
To write at least one poem that shows how we walk connected. Like maybe a single dry blade of grass. It doesn't really matter to a whole forest.
Just a blade of grass.
Until it's the dry blade that catches the spark from a lit cigarette.
Just a blade of grass.
Maybe your single signature on a local petition to put up stop signs on your corner. It doesn't really matter until it's your daughter's ball that rolls out into traffic. See,
interdependence is a tricky thing.
Like, if I don't lay off employees, well, then my family loses the house.
Yeah, but if I get laid off, my family doesn't eat.
And it's easy to see it, only the way I see it.
I never understand how it might look to you, but there is always duality. I never wanted a gun.
I never wanted to be the only one without a gun. But I'm glad I protected my right to bear arms because I was forced to pump two into the chest of a burglar who was climbing through the window of my 8-year-old.
But I wish I'd protected against the unforeseen threat of an 8-year-old boy who would eagerly bring my son home the next day to show him what his daddy did now that he knows where to find the gun. He knew where to find the gun. See? We walk connected.
Bound by different sides of the same issues.
And we have a choice about how we deal with the issues.
But about dealing with the issues,
we have no choice.
And I gotta write about this stuff. I have to write at least one more angry black man poem for every happy white woman who complains that she is sick of hearing them while sipping on a mocha latte and enjoying the privilege of forgetting that she was considered intelligent enough to vote only 45 years before I was. We have both bled to be here. So I suggest that you pour out a little latte for my homies, and I will light a candle on your grandmother's birthday, and perhaps we can finally acknowledge our histories and struggle. And I know I just did it. I got political. But you know what? Good. Damn it. I got no regrets.
Said Martin, except the bullet.
Said Malcolm, the head wound.
Said Kennedy, the massacres.
Said the Native Americans, the inhumanity.
Said the slaves, the burning.
Said the witches, the bloodshed.
Said the patriots, the blacklisting.
Said the poets
and the fear of saying. There is mud on my flag.
There is blood on my flag.
And I want to clean her.
Well,
tell me how I may clean the mud and not acknowledge it is there, and there is mud.
There is blood.
And that is all. And I will clean it. And it will be gone. And how much more beautiful will she be, this flag? Like a beautiful girl with a sad heart, there is joy to be discovered. And if you never look past her face, you will never see what this girl could be.
Look at her and say the girl is called Freedom.
Yeah, but the British said that treason was her name.
Yeah, but she answers to freedom.
And brave.
And beautiful.
And many people call her home and struggle and perseverance.
And we the people, simply named her
America. And she is our baby.
It's our baby.
Born in bloodshed and sweet dreams, raised with limitless potential, and as go all of our children remarkable.
Not because of their performance. No, our children are remarkable because of their potential. And yeah, there was that time when she stole from those kids.
Colonialism, Columbus, genocide.
And the time when she discriminated against others when choosing her teammates.
Sexism, classism, racism.
And we know there was even that time she declared that silly school war.
El Salvador.
Against some group of girls, defending some boy
Vietnam,
who didn't even like
Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq.
And she is still every bit remarkable.
Poverty, homelessness.
Despite her mistakes.
Lack of funds for education.
Beautiful, even with her scars.
Slavery, hate crimes.
And yes, there will be days when she will suffer.
Pentagon, World Trade.
But if we hold her close and raise her right, then she can heal back better.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
That is the beauty of a child. She can be better today, tomorrow, than she was today. She can change overnight. This remarkable girl, Freedom. Beyond color and class differences and disputes, freedom. And maybe we still find the beauty in her. America. Maybe we are her promise.
Now, we are the promise of freedom.
And the whole world wants what we take for granted.
And they watch us with eyes that say,
you burn down failure and rebuild hope.
We want that.
Or you dethrone silence and empower voice. We want that. You overthrew submission.
What else?
Revolted against tyranny.
What I did.
And defined yourself in the language of freedom. Damn it, we want that. Well, damn it, we've got that.
The freedom to worship in whatever way we wish, we've got that. The opportunity to live however we so choose, we've got that. The strength to bend this land to our will. Yes. Tell our king he is not welcome in our house. Yes. And to make our voice heard. Damn it, we've got that.
I am an American.
I have the right to leave my ballot blank.
I am an American.
I have the right to declare nothing.
I am an American.
I have the right to remain silent. I wish to refuse that right.
Well, if you refuse that right, then everything you say can and will be used against you.
Yeah, well, I am a poet also, so that's what I want.
Talk to 'em.
In the mouths of poets, words, they're like actions. They define you. And if your words don't define you, then why are you talking? I mean, if you're not trying to go forward, then why are you walking? You should sit down. Shut up. And you have that right, but I'm a poet and an American. And my pencil sparks light with each word that I write. And I will stand there and fight to the dawn's early light. As the bombs burst in air, I'ma stand right there and I will speak my mind. I have that right. I am an American. And if you are proud to be an American, prove it.
And if you're not, then change America into something you will be proud to be a part of.
And the only way we have it, don't ask me to say
Don't
it.
ask me to write it down for you.
Don't ask me, how do I inhale?
I'm not about to tell you.
It's not my job. My job is to write. And I cannot write a poem to tell you to breathe.
No.
Not if I tried to.
No.
You let someone else tell you how to live. I'll tell you why to.
I'll speak to the silence and sing in the dark. I'll represent the last working swing in the park. I'll talk with passion about beauty and love.
But there is a limit to the things I'll speak of.
I'm not going to talk about flossing.
Or cleaning my clothes.
I will not write about bathing.
Or wiping your nose.
And no matter how important,
what will never get written.
but you will not catch me ever
on the street corner spitting. What I'm taking for granted like air in my throat.
Like you just know to breathe is how you just know to vote. And I will not write a poem to say, breathe.